What if I told you? Two small golden dollar coins sitting quietly in your collection could actually carry one of the greatest untold stories in American history. Most people spend these coins without even looking at them. Some throw them in jars. Others forget them in drawers for years. But collectors know these coins are different. Because these are not ordinary dollar coins. These are the legendary Sacagawea and Native American dollar coins, coins created to honor courage, survival, exploration, and the forgotten history of America itself. And today, here on Old Coin Empire, we're diving deep into the incredible stories behind both of these coins. One coin carries the image of a young Native American woman who helped guide the famous Lewis and Clark expedition across dangerous unknown lands. The other celebrates Native American farming traditions and the people who helped shape early America long before modern cities even existed. But here's the crazy part. Some versions of these coins have sold for thousands of dollars because of rare minting errors and collector demand. So before you spend one of these golden dollars, watch this video till the end, because you might already be holding hidden treasure. Welcome to Old Coin Empire, where every coin tells a story. Take a close look at this coin. At first glance, it may seem simple. A golden dollar. A woman carrying a baby. An eagle flying proudly on the reverse. But behind this small coin is one of the most powerful survival stories in American history. This is the 2000p Sacagawea dollar coin. And to understand why this coin matters, we need to travel back more than 200 years. Back to time when America was still young. A time when huge parts of the continent were unexplored by the United States. A time when survival depended on courage. In the early 1800s, President Thomas Jefferson wanted to explore the massive western lands America had just acquired through the Louisiana Purchase. So he sent two explorers, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, on a dangerous mission across unknown territory. Their mission seemed almost impossible. They would cross rivers, mountains, forests, and territories controlled by unfamiliar tribes. Many believed they would never return alive. But during this expedition, they met a young Native American woman named Sacagawea. And she changed history forever. Sacagawea was only a teenager. She carried her baby son, Jean-Baptiste, while traveling thousands of miles through brutal wilderness conditions. Think about that for a moment. No modern roads. No GPS. No safe shelters. Only rivers, storms, wild animals, hunger, and uncertainty. Yet Sacagawea became one of the expedition's most important guides. She helped communicate with native tribes. She identified edible plants. She guided the explorers through dangerous areas. And perhaps most importantly, her presence with a child signaled peace. Because war parties rarely traveled with women and bobbies. That alone may have saved the expedition many times. Over the years, Sacagawea became a symbol of bravery, intelligence, and survival. And in the year 2000, the United States decided to honor her with a brand new dollar coin. That's the coin you see here. The front of the coin shows Sacagawea carrying her son. The word liberty appears above her. And beside her is the phrase, "In God we trust." The year 2000 appears on the front along with the P mint mark for Philadelphia. Now let's talk about the golden color. Many people believe these coins contain real gold. But they don't. The coin is actually made from layers of copper, manganese, brass, zinc, and nickel. The U.S. Mint specifically designed it to have a beautiful golden appearance that would stand out from regular coins. When these coins were first released, the government hoped Americans would start using dollar coins more often instead of paper bills. Millions of Sacagawea dollars entered circulation. Banks promoted them. Stores gave them as change. Collectors rushed to buy them. But something unexpected happened. Most Americans still preferred paper dollar bills. So despite all the excitement, the coins never became truly popular in everyday spending. And that accidental failure made collectors even more interested in them later. But here, where the story gets even crazier. Some 2,000 Sacagawea dollars became incredibly valuable because of rare minting errors. One of the most famous is called the Cheerios dollar. In early 2000, special Sacagawea dollars were placed inside Cheerios cereal boxes as part of a promotion. At first, nobody realized those coins were different. But years later, collectors discovered the eagle feathers on some of those coins had enhanced detail. Only a small number exist. Today, genuine Cheerios dollars can sell for thousands of dollars. Then there's the famous wounded eagle error. On these coins, a strange raised line appears across the eagle on the reverse side, making it look injured. Again, collectors went crazy searching for them. And then came one of the rarest coin mistakes in American history. The Sacagawea mule error. Imagine finding a coin with the Sacagawea front, but the reverse of a Washington quarter. That actually happened because of a minting mistake. Only a few were discovered. Some sold for over $100,000. That's the power of rare coin errors. Now let's look at your coin's condition. From the photo, your coin appears circulated. You can see wear on the high points and some surface marks. That's normal for coins used in everyday commerce. In circulated condition, most 2000p Sacagawea dollars are worth around $1 to a few dollars. But condition matters enormously in coin collecting. An uncirculated example with sharp details and strong luster can be much more valuable. Professional grading services can certify condition using grades like MS65 or MS67. The higher the grade, the more collectors may pay. And this is why coin collecting becomes addictive. Every small detail matters. A tiny mint error, a stronger strike, a cleaner surface. Any one of those can change a coin's value dramatically. But even beyond value, this coin represents something deeper. It represents a woman whose courage helped shape American history. A woman who crossed dangerous lands carrying a child while helping explorers survive. That's why collectors love this coin. Not just because it's valuable, but because it tells a story. And honestly, that's what makes coin collecting special. Every coin is a tiny time machine. A piece of history you can hold in your hand. And this Sacagawea dollar, it carries one of the greatest stories ever placed on an American coin. Now let's move to the second coin. At first glance, you might think it's just another Sacagawea dollar. The front design looks similar. But when you flip it over, everything changes. Instead of the flying eagle seen on earlier Sacagawea dollars, this coin features a completely different scene, a Native American figure working the land, agriculture, farming, life, history. This is part of the Native American dollar coin series introduced after 2009, and unlike the earlier Sacagawea reverse that stayed the same every year, these newer coins change designs annually. Each reverse design honors important contributions and achievements of Native Americans throughout American history, and that makes this series incredibly unique. Most coins remain unchanged for decades, but these coins tell a different story every single year. The farming design seen on your coin honors Native American agricultural traditions. Long before modern America existed, Native peoples were already master farmers. They developed advanced farming methods. They cultivated crops like corn, beans, and squash. In fact, many foods eaten around the world today originated from Native American agriculture. Without these farming innovations, early settlers may not have survived. That's how important these contributions were. Yet for many years, these stories were rarely discussed in mainstream history. This coin changed that. The design reminds people that Native American communities helped shape the foundation of agriculture in North America. And honestly, the artwork is beautiful. The farming scene creates a feeling of connection to the land. It represents patience, survival, tradition, and hard work. Now here's something many people don't realize. These Native American dollar coins are still being produced today. Every year brings a new reverse design. That means collectors constantly search for the newest releases. Some people even try building complete year-by-year collections. And over time, certain years become harder to find, especially in high-grade condition. Now let's talk value. Most circulated Native American dollar coins are usually worth face value or slightly more. But again, condition changes everything. Brilliant uncirculated examples, proof coins, and rare mint errors can sell for much higher prices. Collectors especially look for off-center strikes, double dies, missing edge lettering, wrong planchet errors. The edge lettering is especially important. Unlike many regular coins, these dollars have writing on the edge. That includes year, mint mark, e pluribus unum. If the edge lettering is missing, collectors become very interested. Now imagine this. Somebody receives one of these coins in change, throws it into a drawer. Years later discovers it's a rare error worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That's happened many times before. And that possibility is exactly why people love searching coins, because treasure can hide in plain sight. Now let's return to the emotional side of this coin. This farming design is more than artwork. It's recognition of cultures and people whose knowledge helped civilizations survive and grow. Every seed planted, every field cultivated. Every farming tradition passed down through generations, all of that became part of America's story. And this coin honors that legacy. That's powerful for such a small object. Today, many collectors believe Native American dollar coins are underrated. Why? Because fewer people use dollar coins regularly now. Many coins go directly into storage or collector rolls. And sometimes, low circulation numbers today can create stronger collector demand years later. That's why modern coins shouldn't always be ignored. Tomorrow's rare coin can sometimes be hiding in today's pocket change. And that brings us to an important lesson. Never judge a coin only by face value, because history, rarity, condition, and collector demand can completely transform its importance. Your two coins may seem ordinary to some people, but to collectors, they represent exploration, courage, Native American history, survival, agriculture, and the evolving story of the United States itself. That's why coins matter not just for money, but for the stories they preserve forever. And that's exactly what we celebrate here on Old Coin Empire. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible coin stories from around the world. And remember, before you spend your next dollar coin, take a closer look, because hidden history might already be sitting in your hands.